Welcome to Ladders USA Today. FTW's look at all things fantasy. I'm FTW's Christian DeAndre. He is a Rhode Island scumbag, Mike Boyajian. Yaj, how you feeling as we roam into the fantasy football playoffs?
Once again, my favorite phrase, cautiously optimistic as we move forward into the fantasy playoffs. I hope that I have my team in place. Minimal roster moves to make, but I think I'm pretty set up. I did earn that first round bye, so I do have the luxury of watching everybody else sweat it out this coming week while I kind of tinker with my roster a little bit. So we'll see how it goes, but anything can happen. It is fantasy football. How about you? How you feeling?
Terrible. I feel awful. Yash, thank you for asking. I believe I'm about to go 1-4 in my last 5 weeks, moonwalking my way into the playoffs. The one win, of course, over you. So I do have that going for me. But placing my faith in the Colts, placing my faith in Saquon Barkley, trying to get anything out of a receiving core led by DK Metcalf has mostly left me heartbroken after a hot start to the year. So we're here now in hopes of reversing my trends. Yes. On the brink of the playoffs, we're going to do the all scrubs draft. Now, what is a scrub? TCU describe? No, TCU. TCU probably has a lot of scrubs too. They're in the heart of Fort Worth. I've been down there. It's fine. But I'm talking about TLC, of course, the hit girl group from the 90s. A scrub is a guy who thinks he's fly, sometimes known as a buster. Now, I'm not here to litigate the status, the flyness of said scrubs. I'm here to talk about the guys available on your waiver wires, 25% or less, that can help power you through the playoffs. And that's what we're going to do. Yaj, you and I are going to go through the first ever all scrub draft heading into week 15. What are the rules? Well, it's flex only. Okay. It has to be owned in a quarter of leagues in Yahoo or fewer.
Okay.
And each of us gets 3 picks. It's a snake. And Yaj, you get to lead us off. So who is the little owned player that you are banking on to boost you, to float you into bigger and better things and a little bit of cash in the fantasy playoffs?
All right. I'm going to kick this off with a little bit of a victory lap for a guy I recommended at least 2 or 3 times throughout the year, including last week. That would be my boy from the Chicago Bears, Luther Burden III.
Yeah, boy.
All right. So, again, he led the Bears in targets and yards last week thanks to the absence of Rome Odunze. Who is week to week right now with the foot injury. We do not know exactly when he will be returning. The ball gets spread around a lot in Chicago, but he is clearly becoming the apple of Caleb Williams' eye in a gotta-have-it situation, usually going to Burden if it's not going to one of the running backs. Yesterday, he looked good. And I will continue to back him as we move into the playoffs. So you're looking for a 5-6 target window with the guy who can easily bust off a 40 to 50-yard gain at a moment's notice. Luther Burden is your man. So that's my first choice in the draft would be Luther Burden III.
Yeah, you look at these Bears, all is not sublime with Rome. And Burden is a guy going out there, and he plays like he really wants to be a Bear. He's getting in the face of Packers. Love the pickup there. And let's victory lap. One thing we have crushed all year has been those sleeper pickups.
Yeah.
Whether it's Burden, whether it's Devin Neal, whether it's Adonai Mitchell, whether it's your guy Troy Franklin. We've actually been pretty good about these guys. So I have a little bit of faith in my first round scrub. Yes, that is Dylan Sampson of the Cleveland Browns.
Oh, good pick.
Now, Browns not quite running as screen heavy in offense as they were in the first few weeks of Shedeur Sanders starting. But this is still a team that uses those short passes to set up the long bombs. Mm-hmm. Obviously, Quinshon Judkins is a guy they trust for that in that role, but his fellow rookie Sampson, a little bit more explosive, doing a little bit more with less, about 1.5 rush yards over expected per carry over the last 4 weeks. So he can run the ball. He's useful as a receiver. And Judkins, what did we see him do last time he was out there? Well, he biffed a 2-point conversion, a game-tying 2-point conversion, about as badly as you could. And the Browns lost to the Titans. I think there is room there. Kevin Stefanski is going to go, all right, I got to see what this guy's capable of. We're going to give Dylan Sampson some more touches over the final quarter of the season because, honestly, who else are you going to give them to?
Right.
Now, this is a snake draft, so it's back to me. First pick of round 2, the all-scrub draft. Ooh, it's going to be another one of my guys, Jalen Coker.
Okay.
Carolina Panthers, currently only 4% owned, but that's because the Panthers were on that bye. We saw him just do his best work, Yash. Huge for Bryce Young. Had a touchdown catch, had a huge 4th down conversion to ice the game against the Rams. This is a guy who only ran 19 routes against LA in that tough defense, but got 6 targets. He's building that trust with Bryce Young. We saw it last year when he emerged as an undrafted free agent. Slow start to 2025 with that hamstring strain. Came off IR, slowly acclimated. And we know he's going to be a wide receiver 2-3 type behind Tetero and McMillan. But with Xavier Legette being as flaky and glitchy as it is, I think the steadiness of Coker is going to pay off. Yash, who is your second-round scrub pick in this?
All right,
draft?
my second-round scrub pick is actually a tight end for the Cincinnati Bengals, Mike Gesicki. He's coming on strong as of late. So last 3 weeks, targets 6, 4, and 6, including Sunday's 6 for 6. I think I want to say 86 yards and a touchdown on top of it. So
yeah,
Mike Gesicki is coming alive down the stretch once again for the Bengals. So Joe Burrow trusts him. Love that. And, once again, he's another big-bodied guy they can use in the red zone. So with, teams worried about Jamar Chase and T. Higgins, can't really double Gesicki. So he's been taking advantage. And I don't think this is going to slow down. I think the next 3-4 weeks, they're going to continue to rely on him as a third option in the offense. So give me Mike Gesicki from the Cincinnati Bengals as my second pick in this draft.
I like it. Undervalued right now. And the Bengals don't really have a third target they truly trust, right? Yoshi Voss, up and down. Jermaine Burton is most notable for continually getting fined and suspended. So you need someone there for Joe Burrow. You have a defense that's going to give up a ton of points. This team's throwing all the time. Maybe Gesicki's only getting like 10% of the Bengals' targets. That could be 5 or 6 targets any given week just because they have to throw the ball so dang much. We're on now to our third round. Yash, who is your final pick in our sleeper scrub carry me to the league title draft?
All right, my final pick is personally bittersweet for me because that means letting go of somebody that I have held near and dear to my heart all year. Pat Bryant is my third selection. It's getting a little too hard to ignore that he clearly has replaced my boy Troy Franklin in the wide receiver rotation out in Denver. Prayers up. We're going to miss you, buddy. But Pat Bryant, he's much more of that Michael Thomas type receiver that Sean Payton really likes to see in his offense. And I do think that last week was more of an anomaly. He only had 4 targets, but he was dealing with the hamstring leading into the week. So I think that might have had a little bit to do with it. He had 7 the week before coming out of the bye, played the second most snaps on the team. He's a better run blocker than Troy Franklin is as well. So he's clearly going to be on the field more often, especially with the rookie Harvey taking over there. So give me Pat Bryant and his upside as my third and final pick in this draft.
Yeah, Bryant, still a young guy, lots of room to grow. You never know what you're getting with Bo Nix. He's a little bit trick or treat. He lets guys linger around too long, but he also makes those big throws downfield that go, oh, that's a big boy pants throw. He's inside the circle of trust, and he frequently moves right back out. I'm going to go with a different player alongside a shaky young quarterback, and that's the veteran Devin Singletary, who, for whatever reason, is way high on interim head coach Mike Kafka's wish list. He wants the veteran in there over Tyrone Tracy Jr. Kind of baffling to me, but both have been kind of similarly underwhelming as runners. So Singletary is getting the opportunities. His floor is a lot higher than almost anyone else we've brought up in this list because he's going to get about 12 to 16 carries a game. In fact, he's averaged 14 per the last 3 weeks. He's coming off a bye, adds a little bit of utility in the passing game as well. Not a ton, only about 9 routes per game. But with a quarterback like Jackson Dart, a quarterback they are trying so hard to remind, hey, stop running into everything face first, you giant idiot. He's going to be checking down a little bit more, which could mean more opportunities for Devin Singletary. Yeah, he might not have huge games. He might be a little bit touchdown dependent to get you over that double-digit threshold. But if you just need someone in there that's going to give you at least 6 points, at least 8 points, I would imagine, I think Singletary is the guy. He's got that stable.
All right.
That's it. That is the first ever FTW all scrub draft. Go out there and win your leagues, or don't, because that's probably what I'm going to do.
Good luck.